Actually, a friend pushed me into trying it out on Oxford Street, and I went into the competition for one night, and I won the competition. So the rest just kind of fell into place from there. That it's about like letting, like, you know what, I might seem very feminine, but for me, like, that kind of was this is now my outlet for like my feminine side.
That's Nathan Ellery, or better known as Karen Kardashian by night. For 6 years, he's been a drag queen on Oxford Street, an area known as Sydney's main queer district.
There's a long tradition in towns like Sydney since before the 1950s, really, of queer people of various persuasions coming into the inner city, forming friendship networks, communities, and of course bar culture and dance culture has been an important part of those social formations.
For just over 2 years, Oxford Street has been part of the New South Wales lockout laws. Amongst other restrictions, people cannot enter or re-enter venues after 1:30am, and alcoholic drinks cannot be sold after 3am. While there has been a lot of debate about the legislation, there has been little talk about the impact on the queer community in Sydney.
A number of venues that have been really significant gay and lesbian meeting spots have shut down. And the impact of this is simply to deprive LGBT people of social spaces.
Queer bars and districts offer more than a place to party. It helps those who might feel marginalised by their sexuality to connect to a larger community. The Flinders Hotel and the Spectrum were two iconic gay-friendly venues in the area. Both closed down last year. Walking up Oxford Street on a Saturday night, there are just as many for lease signs as nightclubs.
Well, I think it's hard for the community to know where any centre exists for them anymore. You know, I don't think they feel that there doesn't seem to be anything around here that suggests that this is your home and we want you here, and this is from the authorities, that we're actually facilitating the continuation of a visible presence of the gay community.
And clubs are closing down. Clubs are suffering. That's no secret. I'm just glad to be part of, like, one of the reasons why the clubs are surviving, because our shows are bringing people in.
Second one, yeah. Zigga zigga ha, zigga zigga.
As my shows, I have to reach a different standard now, because people have to keep coming. If they stop coming, then the club loses money. The club potentially could shut down.
Newtown is Sydney's other historically gay-friendly district. The area falls outside of the lockout zone, and there has been an increase in the number of people coming to the area. Members of the queer community are concerned this is changing the suburb's reputation as a safe space, even protesting to keep Newtown weird.
This event's being put on to protest the increase in homophobic and transphobic violence that we've been seeing in Newtown over the past couple of years. We think that lots of people think that this is related to the lockout, and that people who are traditionally going out in the city now are unable to, so they come here.
It seems to be the case that the atmosphere on the street, in places like King Street, has changed so that it's quite phobic.
We're the only city in the world that sleeps. How gay is that?
There is no
How
not
fucking
like
gay is that?
from the perspective of Newtown and the vibe of Newtown's really changed.
Where would you have gone out before the lockout laws?
Straight out. Nowhere. Before the lockout laws?
Yeah.
Would have been across Street.
In the past year, a man wearing a dress and a transgender woman were assaulted in Newtown. However, statistics show incidents of physical violence have not dramatically increased since the lockouts.
That we haven't seen a spike in violence. We haven't seen the shift in violence that people said was going to happen.
They are supported by us, by the community, by the police. It's not good really for them and for the community to exaggerate.
Despite changes in Sydney's main queer districts, drag performer Nathan Ellery believes the community is adjusting and will survive.
Gay clubs at this point are not going out of fashion, because gay clubs, it's a haven for the gays. It's where the gays can meet the gays. So it's not going to go out of fashion anytime soon. People have adjusted. Like, are we happy? No, we're not. But I think that the unhappiness I think that more comes from the fact that the government is controlling what we can and cannot do.
Emily Smith for Untold Sydney.